Hello YouTube, it's Bethany from Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration. In today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you guys how to bleach wood on a piece of furniture. I am noticing out there, this is like all the rage. It's really in right now, lightening wood to almost like a white pickling color, if you know what I'm talking about. So gone are the days of the old orange oak wood that was big in the 80s, early 90s. And I'm noticing in the past few years, and especially I'm going to say in the last, I'm going to say like 6 months or so, I've seen this popularity increase with people wanting to bleach their wood. Now, I've tried a couple different methods. Some of them have worked, some of them haven't. And so I'm going to teach you in this video what has worked best for me, what I have found to be the cheapest and fastest way to do it. So you don't want to miss out on this one. Let's just dive right into it. I'm working on a project on the other side of my workshop. I'm in the midst of doing it right now. So let's get started. Let's do it. Okay, before I show you the dresser that I'm currently working on, let's first talk about the best kinds of wood that bleach works the best on. So I find that woods that have that old orange finish on them, you're mostly going to find that on oak wood. Also maple works really well. Natural woods that are already like naturally light, like pine and ash, this probably won't work the best on because they're just naturally light anyways, and you just might dull them out. So I found oak to be my personal favorite. I love oak because there's a lot of grain in it and it gives the best like before and after wow effect. You can really take those old orange pieces of oak wood and you can really transform them and get that wow factor of having that bleached wood really come through. So those would be the types of wood that this is going to work best on, okay? Okay, let's get into the methods. There's 4 methods that I have seen online and I've tried 3 of them. Okay, so the first one that did not work for me, I tried this one. Someone said make a paste out of Barkeeper's Friend and just paint that on top of the finish. Now, when I say paint this on, you're sanding the old finish off. You do have to remove the old finish, okay? You have to expose that natural wood underneath. And sometimes that still has like this orange salmon color tone to it. And what people are looking to do when they're looking to bleach the wood, they want to remove that. So I was told, try Barkeeper's Friend. Now, I mainly use this to clean antique and vintage hardware, and it does a phenomenal job of cleaning old hardware. When it came to trying to bleach wood, not so much. Here's an example. So I tried this on one of the last pieces I flipped. It was on a coffee table. So the coffee table looked like this once I sanded it. I'm gonna put the picture right there, okay? And then I put this on with a little bit of water, mixed it, had a paste, and I painted it on with a chip brush, let it sit in there for a while, and it's gonna look like this. So it looked like it just had like this white dust on the top of it once it dried. And then I removed this and there was absolutely no change to the wood. So I found this to be a complete bust. Don't do this one. The reason why people are saying this will work because it has an ingredient in it called, I just saw it a moment ago. Where is it? It contains oxalic acid. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Oxalic acid. And that's known to bleach wood. And I think that's why people recommended this, but I don't think there's enough in it to do it, or that's what I think. So this didn't work, okay? So let's go on to another method that has worked for me. So I did another coffee table not too long ago. I sanded it completely, and I believe it's maple, okay? So I sanded the old finish completely off. And then I used this. I love this and I have really good results with this. This is MINWAX. It's a water-based wood stain and it's called Whitewash Pickling. It says it adds a subtle shade of white to unfinished wood. This stuff is awesome. Here's a picture of that table before and after. And I got so many compliments on this online, on my social media pages, people are asking me, oh my gosh, what did you do? That's what I want to achieve. So I use this stuff. Now it's water-based, so you're gonna wanna apply a water-based top coat on the top of this. If you put an oil-based top coat on top of this, like a polyurethane, it's going to amber it, and you're gonna have that like an amber yellowish hue to it, and that's exactly what you don't want. You're gonna be back at square one. So make sure if you use this product that you use a water-based top coat. My favorite happens to be by General Finishes. It's called High Performance Flat. And I did another YouTube video not too long ago on how to apply that. I'll put that link below this video so you can just watch that. So I used those two products and I got fantastic results with that coffee table. Okay, let's talk about the third method. I have not tried these products, so I'm gonna put them up here. Here's some pictures of them. You can get some products at other hardware stores. I don't believe Home Depot or Lowe's carries these. Like other hardware stores, like your mom and pop type stores might carry these. They're completely out of it on Amazon, and it's by Zinsser. Sorry, I'm trying to go by memory here. It's another oxalic acid type wood bleaching combo kit, and I'm gonna put them up here. And the reviews are split. Some people are raving about it, and I think it all has to do with, you guys, the type of wood. I think some wood reacts better with it than others. It is a little toxic. It's pretty, from what I can read as well, a lot of fumes. You got to be careful with it. You got to wear, protective eyewear, heavy duty gloves. Make sure you don't get it on your skin. So that's another kind of con to using like these heavy duty products. Some people are saying they work and some people are saying they don't. I wasn't able to get my hands on either one, so I wasn't able to try them. So those are the third option. And if you wanna go that route, be my guest. Again, I couldn't find that one, the Zinsser bleaching wood kit on Amazon. It's not available right now. So you can try those. And now we're gonna go on to the method that I'm using with this dresser behind me. Okay, this dresser behind me is very, very old, and I'm gonna throw up a before picture right here. As you can see, it has awesome wood grain. It's beautiful, but I did not like that orange finish. It was very thick, okay? I'm gonna tell you the process that I had to get it to this point. But what I did use to bleach this one, and I kind of fought this method just because I'm not really into using toxic products if I can help it. But I decided to, I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna try this. Everybody else is raving about it. Household bleach. And I did it in a spray bottle because I had more control over it. Instead of like taking a brush to bleach, I thought I would have more control on the application. So I just used plain old CLOROX bleach. I applied it 3 different times, letting it dry completely. But what I first did to get that finish off, that thick finish off, I had to use a scraper. If you guys watched one of my last YouTube videos, I did a review on this little doohickey. This thing came in handy for this project, and I'm so glad I had it. So instead of spending hours and hours sanding this dresser, sanding the drawers and the sides, I scraped the majority of the finish off with this sucker, and it came off in no time. After I scraped the finish off, I had to do some sanding with my orbital sander, which I did, and then I went through on these dresser drawer fronts. You'll see here, there's some nooks right here, some lines. And so I had to go in with some sandpaper by hand. I have a lot of people ask me, well, how do you get into the nooks and crannies of a piece of furniture? You got to do it by hand, usually. It's a lot of work, but hopefully the results will yield a beautiful finished project. So I scraped the finish, I took my sander to it, and then I hand sanded it, and then I applied the bleach, and I did it 3 separate times. And I did notice the drawers really, really lightened up. And that's what I'm liking. I mean, look at that. There's some really pretty burl wood here in the center. And I'm really loving how it came out. Now, are there spots where it's still a little orange? Yeah, you can see it right up in here. It's not perfect, the method. A little here, got a little bit of orange here. You're not gonna get everything. So where I'm at on the stage of this dresser, I got done bleaching it. So now I need to neutralize the bleach that's still on the dresser. So I went online and Bob Vila, he said you need to neutralize. So I need to take half water, half vinegar, and wash down the piece completely, let it dry, and then just take water once again to it and let it dry. And then I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna sand it one more time and try and get some of those orange spots removed. And I'm not gonna be fanatic about it, but I just wanna clean it up just a little bit. And then the next thing I'm gonna do that you guys are gonna see me do on camera is I'm gonna apply my water-based whitewash pickling stain. And I think it's gonna make this dresser look so good. And I'm so excited to try it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I am finding the bleach method with this CLOROX bleach, there really wasn't that much fume, so it wasn't that bad. I can see how some people who live in warmer climates online, I was noticing some people say, oh, I spray the top of the dresser or the drawers and I just sit it out in the sun and it dries in no time and it bleaches up in no time. I could see that working very quickly. I'm in New Hampshire right now. It is so cold. I'm almost chattering my teeth down here in my basement. I think it's like 15 degrees right now. So I'm limited with how fast the bleach is drying, and I'm sure if the sun was out here and I could put this outside without it freezing, I would try that method. But I'm definitely gonna try this method again. It's fast, it's cheap, and it works. So I can't wait to take you guys along. I'm gonna show you the next process. I'm not gonna bore you with watching me clean the piece and neutralize it. You're gonna see me come on again and we are going to apply that white pickling stain so you can see it in action and see how it changes up. I'm very excited for this piece. So that's my advice on wood bleaching, and you're gonna see this dresser hopefully come alive in a new look. Okay guys, it is showtime. The piece has been sanded. She's nice and smooth. I did have some pigtail marks on the side, and I'm so glad I went over with a sander to remove those. All right, so here we go. The product is MINWAX. It's water-based. It's a wood stain. It's called Whitewash Pickling. I absolutely love this product. When you are looking to have the whitewashed, kind of bleached out, natural look to a piece of furniture, make sure you stir this really, really good, just because the white pigment can really settle on the bottom. And then stir as you go. That's really important too. So make sure you're stirring as you go because it will settle. I use a 2-inch foam brush. Make sure you wear gloves and have a clean towel, or I should say rag. And you just brush it on and get it in there to the wood grain. Get it down in there. Now, normally for me, I like to apply probably, I would say 2 coats. 2 coats is my norm. You can stop after 1 coat, up to you. It all depends on how white you want your piece to look. I usually like mine to have a lot of white pigment to it. Again, I'm going to stir as I go here. And don't leave it on too long. It dries pretty fast and you might have a hard time removing it, and it might give a blotchy appearance. So right now I'm going to start to wipe it back because I noticed it's really going into the piece fast. The wood is thirsty. After I bleached it, it's thirsty. So it's going right on in. And I just don't want it looking blotchy. I'm liking that already. And I'm gonna keep going. and I really, really love this product. Top Coat. So with a water-based stain, I like to apply a water-based top coat. And the reason being, especially when you are looking to lighten a piece of furniture, you're looking to get rid of that amber color, that orange color. And if you would put an oil-based top coat on top of this, it would amber it either immediately or over time. So it totally defeats the purpose of bleaching the piece of furniture. So the top coat that I love to pair with this is General Finishes High Performance Flat. I absolutely love it. I actually prefer that over water-based polyacrylic. Polyacrylic I still like, but I find General Finishes High Performance Flat is much easier for me to apply. Again, preference is all up to you, but that's what I normally pair with this Pickling stain. And I love, oh gosh, I love that. It really went into that wood grain here. That's why I love oak. When it comes to this white pickling stain, there's so much wood grain and it really gets in there and it gives you that lovely, almost kind of like that natural driftwood bleached look. I can't wait to show you guys close up of what it's doing here to the top. I don't know if you can see it on video, probably not. So I'm just gonna keep doing this. And again, I'm probably gonna do 2 coats because I like mine really white. All right, I'm gonna keep going. If you guys have any questions about the process, the products, please leave it in the comment section. I will leave links below the video description if you are looking to order the MINWAX water-based white pickling stain along with the Top Coat General Finishes High Performance Flat. And then I'm going to show you guys a close-up right now of what it looks like with just 1 coat on so you guys can get a look-see. And this is really fast. It goes on really, really fast. It dries fast. So if you want to do that 2nd coat, you can do it immediately. Okay. Oh, I love how this is looking. So pretty. My basement floor is uneven. I hate that. Oh, I love this. I love this look so much. All right. I'm gonna go show you guys a close-up of what I've done. Okay guys, this is what it looks like so far. I love how it's getting into the wood grain there. Just gives a different dimension to it. You can see it compared to the sides where I haven't applied anything yet. This is gonna look so great once I get it on the drawer fronts as well and pair it with the original hardware. All right, I'm gonna keep going. Okay, I'm ready to do my first drawer with the white pickling stain. And yes, I'm wearing my work robe. Isn't it fancy schmancy? It is freezing right now in New Hampshire and we got hit with like a nor'easter. That's what they call them over here. I'm originally from Minnesota, but I think we got over a foot for sure of snow. So it's freezing in my basement and I normally wear something like this when I'm in my basement. So yeah, you're getting, this is what I wear. So anyways, I'm going to adjust this like so. And we're gonna do the top drawer. That's the narrow one here. And I'm going to make sure I stir that white pickling stain. All right, let's apply it to the first drawer. Now these drawers have a lot of grooves. This is why I like using a foam brush. A foam brush can easily get into like little crevices easily. Just wipe that away. And this white pickling stain really has no scent that I can smell. It's water-based, so it's not gonna have that strong odor like an oil-based stain does. All right, here, I'm gonna show you a close-up what that looks like. Isn't that pretty? It gives the wood a really pretty frosted look. And I just love the results. I'm curious what it's gonna do over this center portion of the drawer, because it's like a burl wood. Get it in that little crack there. That back. Oh, that's really pretty. Bring it from one edge to the next. Isn't that pretty? I love this. All right, you guys, I'm gonna keep going. And the next time you're gonna see me, I'm gonna have this whole piece done with the stain. Okay, here she is, you guys. Check her out. Woo! I am loving how this little ensemble is coming together. Now, I did have to pull an Uno card reverse on myself. This happens a lot. I will admit this. I did take the wood pickling stain and I initially just put it completely on the drawers, and I hated how it washed out that beautiful wood grain. So I had to take some mineral spirits and some steel wool, and it came off relatively easily, but I had to take the wood pickling stain off those center panels there, and I'm glad I did. I like the contrast. I think it's gonna look great when I have the original hardware back on it. So sometimes that happens. You do something and you're like, don't really like it. And luckily for me, it was a pretty easy fix. And I just love how it pops. As you can see, as I pull my camera away, I just love how those center panels on the drawers really pop out now. And I'm very, very excited to get this piece put back together with the hardware. And then I might be stenciling the inside of the drawers. I'm not sure yet, depends on how ambitious I'm feeling, but I might add that little detail as well. So I hope you like what I have done here to this dresser, and I hope I've done her justice. Okay, everyone, I brought both of my buddies down here to do the sign off. This is Bacon and Biscuit. Normally I bring one or the other, but I brought them both down. And yeah, I'm still wearing my robe because it's still freezing here. So we thank you for watching this tutorial on how to bleach wood on your furniture. If you guys have any questions, like I said, drop it in the comment section. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it, please. And if you aren't following my channel here, please do. Click on the subscribe button and also click the bell. That way you guys will be notified every time I upload a new video. And you can find me all over social media. You can find me on Facebook, and that's at MadelineJeanAntiques.com, right there. Then you can also find me on Instagram, and that's here at Bethany.Youssef. So, Biscuit and Bacon, what do we say? We say toodaloo. We'll see you guys soon. Okay, don't jump. All right, you guys. Bye. They say bye.